Okay, Bill Carr, chairman of the Prince William County Republican Party. Great to have you, Bill.
Hey, John, good morning.
Sorry we're a little behind here. The Redskins thing getting everybody's attention early a.m. So, Bill, now that you're the chairman of the Republican Party of Prince William County, that's a pretty big job. What do you think about this?
About the Redskins thing?
Yeah, what do you think about this thing, Bill?
Honestly, I think it's ridiculous. It's taken much more important things off the the news cycle, but probably more importantly, I mean, it's a horrible overstep of government. This is just falls right in line with everything from Fast and Furious through the IRS scandal, and right into the bird doll swap. It's just one more thing of administration out of control, in my view.
Oh, that's kind of what I think about it. Just out of control, using every lever of government to basically get their agenda done. 6:51 now. We were excited to get you on today, Bill Carr, chairman of the Prince William County Republican Committee, because you had an op-ed yesterday on Bering Drift. You can read Bill's op-ed. Go to beringdrift.com. And you kind of called the Tea Party out. And you said, okay, we had a convention. It was you won a convention. Oh, we did that. We all went to Roanoke. People like me from Virginia Beach drove the wheels off their automobile. Took us 7 hours to get down, 6.5 to get back with traffic. Okay, so we did that. We nominated a candidate, Ed Gillespie, right? But it was like your convention, Tea Party people. It was in the far remote reaches of the state. Now we got a nominee. Now you're like shuffling your feet over this guy, and you called them out on it. Bill, explain.
Well, as I pointed out in the article, I've been associated in some way with the Tea Party here locally, and at times we work very well together, and I think we're natural allies. But some of the kind of angst and the mostly from the rank and file, and it wasn't just Saturday. This has been going on for quite some time. That is creating these fissures between effective cooperation to win elections, because it's all about elections. In my mind, I think we kind of got to get serious about what the overall goal is, and so I address those things that are most prevalent in the discussions that I have pre and post convention, and certainly. And I hope people will take it in the spirit that it's presented. Let's get together, let's win this thing, and let's stop scratching each other's eyeballs out.
Now, Bill, did you have a sense that some Tea Party people in Prince William County that were disappointed with the choice of the nominee? Did you get the feeling they might not have the level of enthusiasm that you would have anticipated? Was that the genesis of your op-ed?
That's kind of it. I talked to one activist in the stands that kind of was harumphing, and I may not vote. Wrong answer. That's the wrong thing to do at this point. Mm-hmm. And then this was a real life thing. I was hungry. I stopped at a Chick-fil-A, and there was a couple that I knew, from Prince William County, and she they were very passionate about, the result, and this kind of mythology about they're attacking us, and came out, and I think it needs to be addressed. This is politics.
When you say they're attacking us, Bill, what do you mean by that?
I get that a lot, that somehow the Republican establishment, and I hate that word,
right.
It's fairly meaningless in my view, but that they're organized to, somehow push back, and, in an unreasonable way. Now, there are people that are attaching meaning to my words that I don't. I find slating repugnant, would never endorse that. But the fact that, whatever you want to call them, mainstream or, people with the R behind their name are pushing back against people that are, looking to insert themselves into the process. I mean, that's politics.
Well, look, slating is dumb. I think Eric Cantor found that out. It's just a dumb thing to do. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. It disassociates and disempowers people from the process. But here's my bottom line, and I don't want conventions. I want primaries. I believe in primaries. I think they should be all held on the same day. I don't like firehouse. I want a primary. Having said that, those Tea Party spirited people that got themselves on the Central Committee of the Republican Party of Virginia are in control. They're still in control. They didn't get knocked off in this last round. They want conventions. They got their conventions. They got it in the most conservative area of the state, the far reaches of Virginia. They had a candidate. The candidate got outspent 90-1 or 30-1 or whatever, some humongous number, $3 million to $30,000. He got 40%. At about 12 o'clock on that day, I thought Shaq Hill had a shot to win. Okay, and I was saying that right on the air. It didn't turn out that way. They ran a good race with no money, had no ads, and basically did a MailChimp campaign. They lost. So now what do? You got to move on. I mean, Gillespie's the guy, and I don't know what your beef would be now. Same thing on the other end in the 7th District. I don't know if you were for Eric Cantor, what your beef is. You had a primary, you spent $5 million, the other guy spent $200,000, you lost. That's why we have a process. Now you got the other guy, Brat. Right?
And I think what kind of is new, I think, in this thing is all the angst and the apocalyptic language and the
you're right.
I think that in and of itself makes it very hard at the end of the process to shake hands, say, hey, good game,
right,
and walk away.
Right, you're right. And if you
come
look at
back
the way,
together,
you're right,
and unify as a party, and that's what we need to do.
Absolutely. Hey, we're out of time. We want to thank Bill Card for being with us, chairman of the Prince William County Republican Party in Virginia. He had an op-ed on the Tea Party. You want to read it, go to bearingdrift.com. Bill Card.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, 6:58, John Fredericks, Jesse, Jane Duff, and more Redskins when we get back.